Good evening. I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories we have for you tonight. Teachers and nurses occupy Sunny Isle again, save some money on new energy solutions, and world champion Julian Jackson is in our sports story. These stories and more are up for you next on News Channel 8. Support is growing for our dismissed teachers and nurses. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report from Occupy Sunny Isle.
Thanks a lot, Stacy. Here we are at Sunny Isle with Miss Oliver, and she is the librarian
at St. Croix Educational Complex.
Yes. Miss LaRock, please help us. I see they're coming a little late because they've been to the legislature, but this protest is well in effect in this march. About day 4 of Occupy the old Colonel's place. I'm sure if he was alive, he'd be happier in his parking lot. What have you heard from the Legit channel today? Those of you need to know that the senators were in special session discussing you teachers and the nurses.
Well, I know that they were in session today. The nurses were in session, and it's still going on up until this point. And we're expected to meet here this afternoon to continue with our protest. We were here last week.
And here they come.
And we're going to continue to do the same.
Around. You can see they just left Frederickstead as the cameraman pans. You can see they're starting to come in. They got their water supplies there. They look a little worn and weary, but they're getting here in drips and drabs. So this march is going to be, I'm sure, last Friday, y'all went till around 10 o'clock, didn't you?
Yes, it went into the evening, into the night. We were excited. Everybody joined in solidarity. The nurses and the teachers worked together to collaborate in our efforts as our members are being dismissed.
I need a teacher to learn. All right, your mom and dad out here today?
Yeah.
And this makes you feel bad. What's going on, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, partner. Mommy, what do you have to say about all this? Are you a teacher?
I am a psychologist, actually, for the Department of Education. And, you know, it's just really important that we stick together and that we support each other, because this is really a community issue when you are looking at the education of our children and you're looking at our health care. And so we all are in this together, and we need to just support each other in the process of standing up for what we believe.
Doctor, then.
Yes, doctor.
Doctor, well, have you been counseling some of your education peers, and this is a traumatic experience, and you know, what's going on?
Well, my peers are actually holding it together very, very well, and we're all just an informal support system for one another at this point. And like I said, we're out here just supporting each other and standing together, and that's the best way, I think, to stay strong.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, Ms. LaRock, I'm going to talk to Ms. Oliver again, and you also have something to say about election recall.
What I'm saying is our machines, our system is flawed. It's acknowledged that it's flawed, and until we do something about the process, how can you have any faith in the outcome? So we're working on it.
And you have a petition here.
I have a petition here. There's 30 of us. I saw the stack. We got the numbers.
Give me a ballpark. How many?
Well, the supervisor of elections said we needed 11,000 and change.
Yeah.
I know we've got more than that in signatures. The governor has some proclamations and had a press statement, which is not on his website yet, where he says there are more firings. They're in the works. We just don't know which of us is going to be the next one to go. So there will be more firings. The governor said so. We don't know who, we don't know when, and this is not just teachers and nurses. We've gotten signatures from every agency, every part of this community.
This won't be the first time, and it won't be the last that we're here at Occupy Sunny Isle. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
In other news, Lorraine Carity of Sunny Isle shares new options for saving money on energy for VI residents and business owners. We are lucky enough to be here with Lorraine Carity of Sunny Isle Shopping Center, who is hosting an event tonight that she's going to share the details with us. Lorraine?
Yes, thank you, and we thank you for coming. We're very proud to be hosting an energy information session tonight here at Sunny Isle Shopping Center. The Virgin Islands government and the EDA have agreed to sponsor a program for our tenants and for the public at large to evaluate different energy savings techniques. We're going to be talking tonight about solar panels, new and improved air conditioning systems, lighting, and other different products that can help us going forward to be green and to make real dents in this very high cost of running our businesses. The government will be speaking specifically about grants and loan programs available to our residents, and how our residents can go about applying for these various different programs. Tenant isn't here tonight, or if a Virgin Islands resident wants, information or handouts or script from tonight's session, they should absolutely call the shopping center and call 340-778-5830, and we would be happy to share any information we have.
Most of you are familiar with a program known as the EDC, Economic Development Commission. It is a tax incentive program that is provided to investors, and investors could be companies that are here who meet the requirements of the Economic Development Program. But primarily, most of us in this community are familiar with what we call the beneficiary programs, and it means involving developers or investors in coming to the territory to try and stimulate growth. It is a well-kept secret. I have found that there are folks who still don't know that within the United States of America, under the flag of the United States of America, this program in the Virgin Islands is still one of the best kept secrets. And we truly believe, in spite of whatever the original problems and issues there were about this program, that it is a program that is competitive, and we intend to tell the world about the Virgin Islands and specifically St. Croix.
We've been trying to develop and to fine-tune is what we call the WISE program. It's USVI WISE, Worthwhile Investments Save Energy. And this is a program that we're doing in collaboration with the Southeastern Energy Alliance. They're recipients of a federal grant, and they have programs throughout the southeastern United States that includes Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. They provided funding to provide a subsidy specifically for small businesses that are pursuing energy efficiency projects. That subsidy right now is at 40%, so that if you were to pursue an energy efficiency project through that program, they would provide an upfront subsidy of 40% of the cost for that project, providing that you had the wherewithal to finance or to come up with the 60% share that you would have to put into the project. How we've structured it is that an auditor would come out. If you sign up, you apply for the program, and your application is accepted, an auditor would come out, provide an energy audit of your business. They would attempt to come up with a laundry list of energy saving measures that can save you somewhere in the neighborhood of at least, is it 15%? A minimum of 15%. If you like what you see, you can move forward with the project. We would structure it in such a fashion that you can realize the 40% subsidy through the federal funding.
Looking at my kilowatt hours, about my usage, if I were not being proactive, my light bill would be probably around $12,000 a month right now. So when it went back up to 5,000, I replaced even more lights. I started replacing the tube fluorescents using the tube LED lights. And I reduced my light bill back down to $3,500. And now I'm in the process of replacing even more. And within the next 2 months, I'll have all of my lights converted to LED. And my light bill will probably go down to about $2,000 a month. Again, it should be, if I weren't being proactive, about $12,000 a month. And, you know, these are simple things that we could do. We have to be proactive, not reactive. You have to be proactive. And you take a little bit of money at a time and you replace light bulbs a little at a time. You don't have to get any big loan. Nobody wants to take loans. Nobody wants more debt. We're thankful that the loans are available. But, you know, in dollars and cents and being a business owner, nobody needs to take more loans. Nobody wants that. So you do it little by little out of pocket, and then you experience these savings.
Be sure to contact the Sunny Isle office for more information on saving money for your pocket in energy. And we'd also like to thank Earl Morris for providing us with that footage. Now your Caribbean Report is up next. A new disaster relief center is happening in Haiti, and Cuba has a new AIDS vaccine they're testing. From Haiti, Haiti's comprehensive disaster preparedness strategy advanced significantly with this week's groundbreaking ceremony for a new emergency operations center, disaster relief warehouse, and fire station in Fort Liberté. As the first of 10 such emergency operations centers and disaster relief warehouses, 8 community clusters, and 14 fire stations to be constructed throughout Haiti, the Fort Liberté facility marks the beginning of the next phase of construction under the auspices of the U.S. Southern Command's Humanitarian Assistance Program in partnership with the government of Haiti. In health from Cuba, Cuba has now revealed that it will soon embark on testing a new AIDS vaccine on human subjects. Speaking at a biotechnology conference in Havana this week, a leading Cuban researcher, Enrique Iglesias, announced that Cuba's top biotech teams have successfully tested a new AIDS vaccine on mice, and they were ready to begin on humans. Iglesias, who heads up the vaccine development team in Havana, made the revelations as he was addressing the International Biotech Conference, which started earlier this week in Havana. In travel and tourism from St. Kitts, a Dubai-based developer that specializes in hotel and residential development is planning a tourism development on St. Kitts, according to Arabian Business. Range Hospitality, which specializes in developing hotels and residences in pilgrimage sites, is planning to invest $1 billion in new projects in the Middle East and St. Kitts over the next 3 to 4 years. Details of the St. Kitts project were not disclosed. In technology from the Cayman Islands, Cayman Enterprise City, or the CEC, is the first technology-based special economic zone of its kind in the Caribbean region. It's now open for business and welcoming its first clients. The CEC has exclusive rights to develop and operate a special economic zone intended to attract internet, technology commodities and derivatives, media, and biotechnology companies from around the world. The CEC is expected to develop into the third pillar of the Cayman economy, alongside financial services and tourism, by attracting new technology-based industries and global brands into establishing a physical presence in the Cayman Islands. And in music, Bajan singer Rihanna has reached out to the Invisible Children organization after a video that went viral on YouTube exposes the Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony as the bloodthirsty leader of a child army and child prostitution ring. In the video, producers begged for celebrity support to raise awareness and showed a picture of Rihanna in an effort to get her involved. The organization is trying to end the use of child soldiers in Joseph Kony's rebel war. Rihanna saw the video and is currently trying to arrange a meeting with the organization to lend her support, and she reached out to her fans on Twitter to watch the video. You can go to invisiblechildren.com to learn more. And there will be a water interruption in the St. Thomas area. On the phone with us now is Ms. Cassandra Dunn, spokesperson for WAPA.
Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority is advising its St. Thomas customers of a scheduled water interruption from Saturday night, March the 10th at 11 p.m. until Sunday morning, March 11th at 7 a.m. The scheduled interruption of service, which will affect customers in the areas between Sugar Estate and Haven Site, will allow WAPA crews to perform leak detection and repair a leak in the area. We have had a few water service interruptions over the last several weeks due to some leaks on some of our water main lines on St. Thomas. However, the service interruptions should not be regarded as rationing. We are no longer rationing water on St. Thomas, as we have quite sufficient water to service our needs on a daily basis, and we have very adequate storage at this time. So while we are having the service interruption overnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning, we ask our customers who are able to switch to use their cisterns during this time, and motorists are asked to drive with caution in the area of the repairs while they observe all traffic directions. Thank you to the community for the understanding, and WAPA will make every effort to restore service as quickly as possible.
We'll have boxing for you in our Sports 411 up next. World champion Julian Jackson is opening a new gym in Peters Rest. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Thank you very much, Stacy. Wow, it's the return of fight night. Let's get ready to rumble. We got Julian, the Hawk Jackson right here. We have his nephew, I believe. This is his son and his other son. Look at those belts. It's wild, man. A lot of students here at Central were right in front of the gym, and they just been, I mean, that's like solid gold, and they're really impressed by these belts. But what kind of licks do you have to give and receive and all that? Julian, you and Mr. Rosario have been the godfather of boxing here for many years. What does this mean to our territory here as we I have a new gym right there near Coca-Cola and Peters Rest, my old stopping ground. That's good news, and congratulations on all your historical events and your family, brother. Thank you for bringing St. Croix back on the map and boxing as well in our territory.
For sure, for sure. You know, we just want to heal up everybody in St. Croix. Yeah. It's always a blessing to be here. And really our quest today is to motivate, our young people especially, let them know that, hey, by perseverance and hard work, you can accomplish anything. And our thing here in the Virgin Islands is that we are producing world champions, and we are making a positive, I think, inroad in not just the community, but the world. And we are making history. This is history in the making. And we have 2 champions now. Now here it is. I was 3-time world champion.
Yes, sir.
And now we have 2 champions, and now eventually Julius will be fighting for his championship belt, and we'll have 3. Livingston Bramble, who is from St. Croix,
yes, sir,
also became a champion, around the same time I became a champion, or he was before me, I think.
You can ask Boom Boom how many shots he took.
That's right, and the Virgin Islands is full of talent. Yes. You know what I mean? We have a lot of talent here in the Virgin Islands, and that's what we want to showcase, and we want to let our youth them know that, look, the Virgin Islands is not out of the picture. Irregardless of what we're going through, we're going to make a mark in the world today.
Right on, Julian. Mr. Rosario, I know you echo some of his sentiments. Like I said, you're the godfather of boxing here in this territory. What do you have to say about this big event?
Well, we over here, we have these champions, so we want to use this as a catalyst to help St. Croix up and running. St. Croix have had great athletes. It's been a shame that for a couple of years we haven't had a boxing gym in St. Croix. So we are working and getting this gym in St. Croix up and running, that we could have inter-island meet between St. Thomas and St. Croix, and then we could take the best out of the Virgin Islands and box against the world.
All right, sounds good. I like to talk to some of the younger fighters here. Now, you are Julian's son?
Nephew.
Nephew.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Samuel Rogers.
All right, now, what is your record so far in your young career?
My record is 11-0 with 6 knockouts.
11-0 and 6 knockouts.
And I won this belt in Las Vegas, December 16th.
Yeah.
This is the WBC Fecker Box Championship.
Hold this for me. Hold my glasses. Hold my microphone. Hold this belt. Hold this belt. Some of your opponents knocked him out, baby. You feel good, eh?
Yeah.
Now let's do it in real time. Hey, I'm having a lot of fun. What about you? You are Julian's son.
I'm Julius, yeah, Julius Jackson.
How old are you and what's your record?
I'm 24. I got 12 wins, no losses, and 8 by knockout.
Wow. Now, you don't hold any belts just yet.
No, I'll be fighting for one in April.
April.
In St.
Vegas?
Thomas. No, in St. Thomas, yeah. Carnival.
What's your next fight?
Same time, April 26th.
Everybody, one day after my birthday.
That's right.
All right, April 26th. And you now, you're another Julian Jackson's son.
Yeah.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23. And show that belt. Check it out, ladies. Wow, I gotta get it. Let me get somebody. Let me get somebody feel that. Who wants to feel the gold? Check this out, and I want to see what he has to say. And look up at the camera. How does that feel?
Feels good, man. I mean, it's gold and crap.
Can you box?
No, I can't box, but I would want to box to get this belt.
You think you'd have no problem with the ladies if you had this?
Yep.
I don't think you have any problems right now. All right, man. I want you to get A's and B's. That's the important thing. 340, we're at Central. Hey, give them a round of applause, man. They're bad. They're bad.
Peter's Rest tomorrow night.
Peter's Rest tomorrow night. Right by the Coca-Cola, right where the majorettes practice at. At Central High School, I'm having a lot of fun. Even worked up a little sweat. Come get some. Come get some. I'm Westfall for News Channel 8.